going to happen, and Slaughter scoring from first base. He was running when Harry Walker was a hitter, and he hit it over the shortstop's head, and Eno kept running, and I don't think Pesky had too much help. He had his back to the infield, and I was surprised to see Slaughter come in when he did, because he was just barely at third base at that particular time, and we had a coach there, Gonzalez, who was from Cuba. His English was not that good, and Eno tell you if he was living today, when he rounded third base, he thought Gonzalez was saying go, 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 and he was saying no, no, no. So he scored the run, and the ball was thrown off just a little bit. But to talk about Pesky, it's not his fault. You got to have a little help and from other ball players out there if the guy is running. And Johnny got the ball, and the relay wasn't all that great to him, and it just one of them things. Looked like we were just destined to win that ball game, and we did.
And what do you remember from Ted Williams in that series? Because there's been a lot of discussion as to whether he was hurt or if his swing was at 100%. Did you know he wasn't feeling quite right?
No, I think he was feeling quite right. He hit some balls hard. I know I was playing him way over. I was the second baseman. I was playing him way over toward first, and he hit me some BBs. I mean, he turned me inside out with a couple of them, I know. But he didn't have a great series as far as hits, but he hit the ball hard, and we just happened to be at somebody at that particular time, and that's what will happen. No, Ted, I don't know if he was hurt or not, but I couldn't tell that he was, as hard as he hit the ball.
Baseball.
Well, I think other cities have great baseball fans. The Cardinals just might have a few more. We get them from out of town. We get them up from Arkansas. We get them from upstate Missouri and Illinois, a lot from Illinois. And they just love baseball here, and they got a pretty good idea about the game, and they cheer for the Cardinals. And I think a lot had to do with years ago when they had good broadcasters, and they broadcast. And then we had so many minor league clubs. You had them in Arkansas, you had them in Carolinas, and all over. And they kind of followed the minor league guys when they came up here, like way back Ernie White and Slaughter and all of them guys. So they just followed them from the minor leagues, would come here, and I think that's why the Cardinals got a lot of great fans, and because of all the great broadcasters that we had and KMOX going around the country. And as far as the fans here, they're just good rabid fans, and they have an idea how the game is going, and they'll cheer the other club as well when they do something good, and that's great.
You've been a part of this organization on and off, mostly on, since the 1940s, playing with, obviously, Stan Musial and some of the great players of all time. You mentioned Slaughter as well, but you also played for the Milwaukee Braves, and in 57 beat the Yankees, 58 lost the Yankees. So you've been in both cities, and both cities right now seem to be really into this NLCS.
Well, that's right. Milwaukee we had a great ball club in them days in 57, 58 when I was there, and good, great ball players, and the fans are still great there. And being around the game as long as I have, you go to different cities, and there's a lot of baseball fans that are young kids, girls and boys that come to the game, which is good. And Chicago is one place, where you see a lot of young kids come to the ball game, so they follow the game real well because I guess of their parents and their friends. And you can't beat St. Louis as far as fans. They're just outstanding here.
We're in St. Louis with Hall of Famer Red Schoendienst, and you've played with some great players, and wanted to ask you about Albert Pujols, because Mickey Mantle in his book All of My Octobers mentioned two of the guys you played with, Stan Musial as well as Hank Aaron, and said that the amazing thing about them was they were the same player when they came into the league and when they left the league in terms of their consistency. Does Albert compare with those guys in terms of how consistent he is with the batting average and also with home runs?
Well, you don't want to compare ball. I don't like to compare ball players. Today is a different day than when they were playing. And you talk about Albert, he's just a good ball player. Not only a good hitter and a strong hitter, a home run hitter, but he's a good first baseman. When Albert puts on that uniform, like any good ball player, he's focused. And he comes out here on the ball field, and he's very well focused on everything, what he wants to do, and got an idea, and he's always in the game. So, yeah, Albert, you put him anytime. anywhere. He's just a great ball player. There's no question about it. He's strong, and he'll play.